topics. Now today we are going to be covering a lot. So the three topics in the description down below. So the first one I want to get into right away, but before that, can you, if you guys, if it's not too much trouble, can you guys leave a like rating on the video because that shows your support, and I would really appreciate all the love that you guys have been giving me. 69 subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support you guys have been giving me for the past couple years now. And with that being said, I have Eric joining me today with this discussion.
Yes.
All right. So the first topic
to make your acquaintance.
Okay. Yeah. So the first topic is a very just surprise that I wanted to. He hasn't even noticed about, so I want to keep that on the download till now. All right. So the first topic is apparently we got the pre-release for the poster for Dragon Ball Super movie. Now, most of you have already seen that in the front of the cover has Super Saiyan Blue and Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta.
Oh.
And on the far bottom and the top, we have Broly as the new character. Now, one might be thinking, what the fuck are they thinking? Broly is the new character.
That's exactly how I felt.
Broly is the new villain. I honestly...
Wait,
I honestly think...
Why was Broly a protagonist?
I don't know. I guess they had that original Super Saiyan.
He's always been a villain.
Oh, at this point, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised because last movies we got Frieza, right? He's been resurrected a number of times, so Frieza would make sense.
I think he's been alive.
We had that in Resurrection F. So why were we expecting something different like Broly? How many times has Broly been resurrected in the DBZ movies? I gotta ask this to everybody who's a Dragon Ball Z fan. I'm speechless, guys. I'm speechless. How many Broly movies have there been?
Broly has a better record than Frieza because
you got a point there.
Died like
now,
Broly only died like 2 times.
Right. So now here are my theories.
Frieza died mad times. And he still comes back somehow. Even if he's still living in hell.
Okay. So here's a couple theories that I think would be making more sense with the Broly thing, okay? First things, I think Toriyama wasn't the original design character. I've seen from many multiple sources that he was indeed not the one that was responsible for, his creation. Secondly, I think if it is, or if it like isn't Broly, I mean it could be, but very well could not be. Now here's my theory. It could be just another Saiyan that looks like Broly or has his transformation. That is what I'm really hoping for. I mean, it's something different, but it's also something crazy that Toriyama would do.
Well, to be honest with you, I would actually be happy if Broly actually made a return because
oh yeah,
I always appreciated him as a character.
Wait. We only seen him in like DBZ movies, so I guess the whole reason there's all kinds of rumors starting with the fact that there being Broly movies being resurrected in the theaters and like a remaster, and that could be like to a lot of fans that could make sense, but at the same time. I guess it's something to look forward to while they're waiting for the Dragon Ball Z Super movie coming out and releasing.
That's kind of like when I destroy people in video games. I expect them to come back remastered.
So I understand their point of view, but it's kind of risky because a lot of fans like Broly and they don't want to have it tarnished record with Kale, with their creation with Kale, and
like you don't want to butcher Broly.
No, you never want to butcher Broly. Never want to butcher Broly. And another topic. Well, the final thoughts on the first one because I know a lot of you guys are Dragon Ball Z fans, and as am I. But to see a good character that they need to do it right. I mean, there's a lot of things that weren't done right with certain topics or certain villains. But you also got to take into account that there's a lot of villains out there that did a lot of great like Goku Black was a great villain, but it did have its ups and downs.
He definitely was.
Yeah.
I agree.
I would have loved to see Cell resurrected, bitch.
Well, I actually think
yeah,
the Frieza saga was one of the best.
It would make
sagas.
a lot more sense if it was a Saiyan. Like I heard that it was like a Saiyan god. So I hope I'm standing by my theory, because it either could be a hoax or big like prank. I heard other people say that. But if it's like a leak, or official trailer, or official poster, then I don't know. I mean, because a lot of leaks out there are just leaked by fans or created by fans and memes and stuff.
I do want to say one thing about the Frieza saga. He was probably that much more significant because Super Saiyan wasn't even heard of at the time. And then as soon as Super Saiyan came into the picture,
that story, yeah.
Like, all right, Frieza's
and they started
obsolete.
calling it an omen. I was like, seriously, they called Ultra Instinct a fucking omen. I remember that topic all too well. And it's like back when Super Saiyan was a.
It's like, what? I can't believe it. This is a Super Saiyan.
Yeah, and this guy's got to keep in mind, back then it was considered Lord Slug. That was a movie at Lord Slug when they called that an omen.
Vegeta thought he was a Super Saiyan even though he didn't even transform yet.
Oh, jeez. It's little things like
Goku
that.
turned into a Super Saiyan after he witnessed the death of his best friend.
But yeah, guys, I think it's kind of crazy and over the top for bringing back Broly, but it does make sense, and it does ring a few bells, and it does get you interested. However, with Toriyama deciding on this project, I really hope he takes this into a right direction, like all the others that he's produced over the years.
I think it might be able to work, but
you have to know, you have to understand what you're doing in the process before you actually do it.
Like
Thank you so much for the subscription, Anthony Vlogs. Means a lot to me. Thank you so much for the subscription. Damn, 70 subscribers, guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Yo, much love for the subscribers, man.
Oh yeah, much love. Give you guys love. Give each other love. But also, guys, I want to make sure I'm just. Let me guys. Let me know what you think in the description down below. If you guys are hyped for another Broly movie, or you think it's kind of a bad idea. Personally, I think there could be like different theories that they could do with it. I mean, one, you could probably create a Nuke Saiyan that probably could have his transformation. I mean, you could. I'm not saying you could try, but that's also a possibility.
I have two opinions on it. Because of what happened during the whole Bio Broly thing, it's kind of hard to believe that he would come back.
Undisputed is on the stream, guys.
Some logical
welcome to stream.
Reasoning behind it as to why he came back, I think it would be a success.
Oh, of course. I mean, especially if Toriyama is designing or discussing the story with it, it would be like a very good experience as well. I mean, he's done a lot in the future with Dragon Ball, and I would hate to see his work go for nothing. I mean, it would be a great.
Well, his work is definitely appreciated by myself.
Right. Oh yeah, his work is very appreciated with a lot of Dragon Ball fans. Not just Dragon Ball, but with just all the other ones that he's produced. It's been really it's awesome. But as for the second topic, guys, I want to get into this other video, but I will read everybody's comment in the description, or the comments down below. If you have any concerns or about that topic, please let me know, and we'll discuss it as we go. The second topic is a lot of people have been making a lot of movies over the years, right? To where they're facing it off with games.
Are you talking about the
movies, comics,
Thousand Marvel movies?
Oh, that and a lot of games too. Anime. It's been like a thing for the past couple decades. So my question, my topic is, we probably might discuss the things that producers and companies have done that weren't really a great idea for dropping the subject. Or if I'm being more precise, let me see, guys. Let me just. I'm kind of horrible at explaining what my topics were. So the second is tips of filmmaking.
I'm still waiting for a Taskmaster movie.
Oh yeah, me too. The tips of filmmaking that big companies don't use anymore, but that make bad movies. So, what I mean is, people have long since forgotten the tactics that were used, like maybe doing some studying on these characters to make it great, like Sam Raimi did with his 2 films, an account of Spider-Man 3. And I've seen a good amount of research on that topic, especially. And if this doesn't convince everybody that what I'm saying, what this topic represents, then
yo, Blake,
I don't know.
I really didn't want to interrupt you, but I want to say this while it's fresh in my mind.
Yeah, go ahead. It's a free country.
Way too many times where
right.
people decided to rehash things that were in the past, and that's because they can no longer come up with creative ideas.
That is absolutely right, and I've been saying that since Disney, for Disney's sake. They have done a lot of freaking crappy ideas for remaking Aladdin. They're remaking all their other classics when they should be working on their new ideas and new topics. It doesn't make sense to go that route.
Yeah, like if you get a new actor for Aladdin, like what's it gonna be? The same shit but with a different actor?
Yeah, basically. So here's number 1 rule in filmmaking, because I know what it takes, and I know I've seen a couple errors on other companies' behalf. And I was telling Eric this the other day. I've seen a video to where they discussed the real reason why Spider-Man 3 was not even why it sucked so much. Is the number 1 reason is to let the filmmakers do their jobs. Because I've heard from multiple sources, I've looked into this, and it has been confirmed that Raimi was pressured into Venom, introducing Venom more so than he wanted to. He wasn't even a thought for the third movie, guys, ladies and gentlemen. It was forced on him by none other than Sony. Ivory Rod, I think his last name was forcing and pounding and hound-dogging the idea of Venom, because the fans so love Venom. Wanted this to be in the film, in the third movie, and Sam says, no, I don't want to use that character if I didn't do much research on it, so I can't do that character. So the most important moral in this topic is, do not do a movie if you don't know the whole backstory of Venom, because that's what he did. He was forced into doing that, and more so than he wanted to, more sooner than he wanted to. And that is on Sony entirely.
But not only that, but if you actually want to get a character for Venom,
right? You need to do research. Dig up
somebody that actually
knows what they're doing.
Wants to play that role.
Right. You just don't hire somebody at random. But unfortunately, when you have little time to prepare on certain script changes, you need to improvise. And when you improvise, a bad film is born. Right then and there, guys. So my first point is, do not force the director. Let him do his damn job. That's what Sony didn't understand at the time. And Sam Raimi knew that it was a bad film on his part, because Sony was forced into it by Avi Arad and Sony. And now, looking back at this video and what was said when they're trying to make Spider-Man 4, and I've actually looked into this video. I looked into a certain video. You guys can check it out. I'll leave it in the description down below after the stream is over. But there are some hidden dark truths about this.
I have much love for Sony. But
Amy Pastel.
They just stick to electronics.
Yes. I really think from what happened and what transpired there was Amy was begging for a reboot, and I've actually seen the script or some pieces and bits of the script for Spider-Man 4, and I have to say it was very well put together. But Amy Pascal as well. When he's been, well, at the time Raimi was been at it for 10 years straight. Now he was getting tired of Sony breathing down his neck, saying let's do a reboot like a bunch of kids. And it's like, okay, since you want a reboot, here's your reboot. Let's see you make 3 films that's more superior than mine. And we all know how that turned out. But that's not what I meant. So what happened at the end of it was she said something very inappropriate to a filmmaker that's won a lot of Grammys for his horror films and still continues to make a great impression on his films. Sam Raimi wanted to make it Spider-Man 4 the best on the high note, just to end the series off. But with their Sony's ideas to make a reboot, finally, she says, you know what? You want to do your reboot? Go right ahead. Let's just, since you've been planning anyway. And this is when things go kind of, that was the last straw for me. What Amy Pascal said to Sam Raimi was, "Thank you for not wasting Sony's time and money." Oh my God! Anymore. For a fan that's a fan of his work and his movies, I think that was just really uncalled for. It was uncalled for. But because you watch Sam Raimi's movies, you know how his work is very good. He's a great dedicated director, and he deserves to actually be, called the great of all time with his all kinds of different movies that he's been making.
Well, I can't say great of all time, but as far as what he specializes in,
yes, he actually takes the time to understand the character before they make it. And when Sony pressured him to put Venom in there, I literally think that it was kind of a bad move, because you're making. He says, and I quote, "I do not want to put Venom in there because I didn't."
If they wanted to put Venom in there, they should have planned it out way ahead of time.
Right. Then not just after or before they were just forced to do a reboot.
They shouldn't be expected to say okay, how are we going to make more money?
It is. I mean, it's just. I don't understand their thought process on it though. But that aside, that's the main point. You need to understand the character. You need to do a lot of research in what makes the character that great in order to make a great film. Now the second topic.
There's no way you can make a character just because you know his name.
Yeah.
You have to understand his history. You have to understand everything about him.
And that's the same thing with games, guys. It's the same thing with games. It's the same thing with games,
exactly.
And it's not a walk in the park. It is not easy. And a lot of people, I get that. As much as I do, as much as I study and watch a great film, I get that. It's very tough to make a great film, and it's tough to meet people's standards. I mean, that's one of the perks that goes with being a great filmmaker in production. It's very difficult.
In my opinion, it's a lot easier to make a completely original movie as opposed to making a movie based off of something else. Because when you do that, you have to live up to other people's expectations.
Oh yes, and that can be really tough. I can tell you that much. It's very, very, very difficult. Especially if it's like, I get it. I understand that there's a lot of standards for a lot of different people, and everyone works the same way. But it gets to a very high point. And that's not easy. It isn't really easy. It's not. Alright, guys.
Well, when a lot of people have high expectations, it's really hard to live up to those expectations, especially if you don't have the funding. And then it becomes even more difficult.
Yeah, I understand that well too well, because there's a lot of other films that didn't do well, or they didn't give them enough money to make the film that good.
Yeah.
Some people might think, oh well, the lack of funding made it bad, or the plot was good, but the bad picturing or the bad screening was bad.
It could be bad acting. You know, it could be a lot of things.
See, a lot of people like a different film that was either, you know, a good plot.
The lack of funding actually applies to everything, because without the funding, you don't have enough money to get the appropriate actor. You don't have enough for the actresses. You don't have enough for the scenery. You don't have enough for everything in general.
All it's left is a green screen and a bunch of random backgrounds.
Yeah, like you can just go up to somebody in the street and be like, "Hey, you want to star in this movie?"
And then later find out that it's like, "Oh, I got shit canned. I got lied to." No shit, Sherlock. Well, geez, Watson, you don't have to be so mean about it. No shit, Sherlock. I tell you, don't call me. Don't call me Sherlock Watson. See that is acting right there.
Did you go on Felbane or Dracula?
I got on Felbane.
Okay.
So the last topic I want to cover today is our guesses and picks, and I want you guys to comment down below on which
Orgasms and pictures?
No. Anything but. But what I want you guys to comment is your thoughts and opinions on the Spider-Man PS4 last pre-order bonus, and which suit you think will be coming out with the last pre-order bonus for the game. I see a lot of great news about this game, and a lot of people think, oh, well, it's going to be like the Arkham series.
Spider-Man naked shots.
No. It is not going to be like the Arkham series, guys. Let me assure you. It is going to be far more better than Arkham, if I'm being completely honest.
Dude, I don't know, like,
I mean, this game, you're talking about a game. You're talking about a game.
I think that also depends on,
yes, it does.
What a person's favorite character is.
Well, yeah, that also takes into account as well.
Over Batman, you know, they're definitely gonna prefer it over Arkham.
Oh yeah, it's more an open world than Arkham was.
Both of them, so like, I'm on a double-edged sword.
Absolutely, but guys, I want you guys to be the judge of that. I want everybody to have their own opinions, and everyone voices them as well. Now, my question is, what I think is the last pre-order update, which, by the way, we're going to be finding out which one is the last suit that's being presented to us when the game hits on September 7th, which is in a couple weeks or so at Comic-Con San Diego. What I think would be like an interesting topic to like guess would be like the classic Spray-Me suit. I mean, I would love to see that in Spider-Man PS4. And I know, guys, I know that people love the black suit, but and to be honest, being on a realistic basis, they might or might not. I mean, it really depends if it's, because it's they said on the interviews that they were not making any like symbiote-based suits for the game.
You know what?
Or symbiote characters. Sorry, symbiote characters.
I hate to sound like an asshole, but I really think I would love it a lot more if they just included Iron Man.
Yeah. Watermelon HD says, aka Undisputed 619, says, something in Spanish, 2 confirmed in Spider-Man 4. Okay. Yeah, it was something in the movies, guys, so in the genres.
Yeah, he confirmed Venom's waifu.
Oh. But guys, I'm going to leave the video to where you can check out the facts and the description down below. You guys can check that out as well. And all my findings on that topic. But yeah, I would rather see the Sam Raimi film, guys. It would be a great treat if we had the suit for, you know, the classics and what made it good in the first place. Venom's waifu Spider-Man. Oh yeah.
Ah!
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I'm not gonna lie, that was good. That was pretty good. Oh, criminy.
Yo, on the low, I think Venom has a crush on comanies.
Well, yeah, he is his offspring, so you can call it son. Daddy!
My son!
Sheesh. But aside from that note, guys. XD. And aside from that note, what do you think is going to be the last pre-order suit? Because I want to hear everybody's opinion on this one, because it's a very hyped game that's been winning a lot of E3 awards. 37 awards for this game coming out this year, and it's not even been released. It's been nominated 47 times and won 37 awards so far. It can easily be considered the game of the year contender if this is a great game, more than people have anticipated, and people have been playing the demos at E3. Stated, and I quote, "The best game that I've ever got my hands on."
The demos religiously.
They have, and you wouldn't play a demo. You wouldn't try even playing a demo if it wasn't good.
You never saw me with Metal Gear Solid 2.
Same here. Everyone has their classics, and this takes the cake for a game that this got presented in E3, won 37 awards, and been nominated 47 times. That is freaking impressive to anybody's standards, and I'm expecting great things from Insomniac and what they're bringing to this table in the Spider-Man universe. That being said, it looks like we're gonna have one hell of a treat this year. That for all the topics we've already discussed.
To look forward to.
Oh yeah, and a lot of top 10s are coming to my channel, as well as different types of videos on reviews. I have been I've seen
something else to announce. Well, be sure.
Dude, I've seriously, when it comes to anime, I've watched some crazy stuff. Oh, this ending theme.
To video games, like I was.
We have just got
confirmation. In general.
Right. So the last, I think it's the fourth discussion I wanted to tell you guys about is my upcoming anime that I've recently watching and probably still watching, and looking forward to. So the ones I'm looking forward to seeing is Index Season 3. We just got a promo trailer for Season 3, and God, is it awesome. More realistic. Misuga's rack looks so awesome. She actually has a rack now. All the boys out there.
All my single players in the house say hello.
Hello. Okay, so I want to make a list of the ones I'm currently watching right now, guys. The first one on the top of the list, which was very interesting and kind of funny in a way, is I don't know if I can actually say this or I can actually pronounce it, but I'll sure as hell give it a shot. I have it on my clipboards, guys.
Oh my God, you're gonna have Blake clipboard.
Oh yeah. I copied this. I copied this shit. It's awesome. Check this anime out because it's very intriguing, guys. They just released episode 1 for this series. I'm actually gonna see it in live chat. Yeah, the ending theme looks so badass. It has like a death metal ending theme, guys. If you guys are into metal and rock, I definitely check this anime out. Not just the ending themes and the opening themes, but the content was so funny. Oh my God! I never laughed so hard in my life with this show.
Am I the only person that actually wish that they had a Shinigami?
Kinda. Well, no, you're not the only one. No. There are plenty of other Wafus and people out there that probably wish they had a Shinigami. I'm just not one of them at times. Or no, a lot of times I don't see me. I don't feel like it. You know, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. I don't know. Okay. But the anime is called asobo. I can't fucking read this shit.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie with you, bro. Like, with my Shinigami, I would probably smoke and drink with them.
It's asobi.
I just be like, yeah, you feel like getting high? You want to get drunk?
Yeah, I do.
No, I'm talking
Give me
about
a
my
fucking beer. Okay, so the ones I'm looking forward to, I'm actually gonna make a list on the description down below, and the ones that I've already finished and wrapping up watching was Devil's Line, was very good. I really liked that ending for Devil's Line, but like the beginning and the whole series itself was very good. The ending I really didn't have a problem with. Actually, yeah, I didn't have a problem with the ending. It was very cool.
So
Good series, by the way. Another one I'm finishing up is Cortana Maidens, and I'm really enjoying that. I enjoyed this series, to be honest with you guys. I enjoyed it very well.
I usually like a lot of endings as long as I get to see ass and titties.
Fan service, one of the best of all time. No joke. Alright, where was I? You interrupted me!
Oh, you were just talking about your opinion.
Okay. Okay, we got Index coming to this year. I'm still looking up on other ones that are coming out this year, guys. So, Index, I'm really looking forward to seeing what this Season 3 has to offer. And there has been a promo trailer for this, and it's very good. I recommend checking it out whenever you get a chance to. It's like 40-something seconds long, so it's not that good. So it's not that long to go on or anything.
Wait,
it's not that long.
Because something isn't extremely long, it doesn't mean.
Well, no, I mean
really
it's a good series, and I want to see more of this. That's why I said. Sometimes I say that stuff by accident, or you know.
No, by accident.
Yeah.
I know that.
So it kind of sucks that we only get like a short clip of what the season has to offer, but it makes sense in a way. I mean, it's the last season of Index, or is it?
You know what I want to see? I want to see one episode dedicated to sex.
You know what I want to see from Index?
What?
Mizuka's big rack.
Oh my god.
Dude, seriously, who wouldn't? What kind of guy doesn't want to see that? It's lollies.
Somebody that's not in the right mind.
Oh, come on, your mind is in the gutter all the time. Don't tell me you. Come on, you do it. You know you do it. You love to do it. I just did it. I'm ready to do it again. Don't tell me I don't do it.
Yeah, and you're saying it to the hentai master.
Yeah. You walked into that one the moment you said that, sir. Guys, I'm having a blast today, giving you guys great content, and if you guys feel free to subscribe. I'm just having a great time with my friends and just hanging out, getting to talk to you guys with different topics, guys. It means a lot that
you fucking Bob.
Can we fuck it? Yes, we can.
Oh no, wait. We're not under Obama anymore.
Don't even bring that up. Politics ain't in my channel ever. I don't allow that. It just escalates to a great point. Like as long as you felt like it, I guess it's okay. Oh well.
I know it's okay. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, true. I really hate Obama too. So Ixnay. Touche. Okay. But yeah, guys, for what we covered so far, it was the Dragon Ball Z, our Dragon Ball Super movie. And let me know in the description, guys, what you think of this idea. And if it's bringing back Broly,
I really want to hear what people have to say about the remake of Broly.
Well, it's called a remaster. It's not a remake. It's a remaster, and bringing it into the theaters.
Nah, it's remastered. So that's what makes me extra skeptical about it. Like, I want to know if you feel okay with it, or
okay, yeah.
do you think it's gonna flop?
It could, in my own personal opinion. Someone, Watermelon has just had a comment. He says, "Are you reading the chat?" I need somebody to help me out reading the chat, guys. That's because I don't. Sometimes it's just I can't really. My phone's always dying. Let me see. Hilton, psychoactive drugs, and experiments with new drugs. Dude, that's kind of cool, but yeah, I wouldn't mind checking it out. I don't know if I probably have heard of it though. I probably heard of it. And the show and the classic genres that I haven't seen of or even heard of. It all depends.
Oh my God, they gave me shitty ass jewelry. That sucks.
But yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think of the Dragon Ball Super movie. Is it a great idea? Is it bad? Personally, it's not a bad idea. It is not a bad idea.
If you have any questions or opinions, feel free to let us know.
Right. Because we will, I'll see if we can find some comments where we can read and, read them as best as we can, or just find them as best as we can.
No,
respond
remember,
to you as much as we can.
I can read.
Yeah, so can I. I just choose not to at times. But, in my personal opinion about this news, it couldn't necessarily be Broly. It could be a new Saiyan or with his transformation. That would be kind of cool thing to add.
It could be a remake or
right, a new introduction of Broly. It could be that, or it could be
a different Saiyan altogether.
Right. He just happens to have the legendary form. That's what I'm predicting it might be, because the guy looks in the front on the top of the page looks like Yamcha.
My opinion. I have a really strong feeling that
with Bardock's face,
it's actually going to be Broly. I think it's going to be Broly, but I'm not 100% positive. So
it could or could not be. But now, if it is Broly, I would either be, a lot of people aren't too for it, but some of them are, and for reasons I can understand. One, it's a popular character, and you have to be careful when doing that character, because a lot of people love that character and what that brought to all the DBZ movies.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's definitely a well-made character that was carefully thought about. So for them to ruin something like that, it would be a tragedy.
But Toriyama is working on it. But also, you have to take into account the storytelling is more important. His background, I don't think he can either create a new background because
tortured by Goku.
No, I think they should, if they're gonna reinvent Broly, I think they need to go a different route than that. That was kind of a meme that kind of spread it. Yeah,
I think they would have to take a more serious approach.
Exactly. In my own opinion, this either could make a great movie, and it could be even more popular, or then again, it could also ruin the franchise and what it represents was one false move. Because a lot of people,
the franchise, but
a lot of people say that, but I don't think it would. I mean, it's too popular.
It would ruin the saga. But
it would ruin the saga, yes.
Because the Dragon Ball Z, franchise is already a better. It's a beautiful franchise.
Right.
But if it's just one saga, I don't think that would ruin it all.
It wouldn't ruin it per se, but it can either be a good idea or it could be bad.
Because
I mean, depending, it all depends, guys. It all depends. It all depends.
Blake, as far as Brawley, like, would it take one saga to ruin a whole franchise? I don't think so.
No, it doesn't. It wouldn't. But it all depends on what this the company does with the character is what I'm saying. It all depends on what kind of story it's going to be, and if it is indeed Broly, what will they intend to break this character different from the past movies that were introducing from him. That is my point I'm trying to make.
Oh no, I totally agree with you on that, but I was just saying, like,
right.
If they wanted to risk certain things and try their best to make a new movie just for extra money, it could be a really big success or a really big flop.
Yeah, it could go either way. Exactly. On that side note, I think we're gonna have to, we might end the stream off with a high note, guys. So if you guys felt kind of entertained by our decisions,
it's already in a high note. Like, we're
having
a good time, right?
Oh yeah, we're having a great time, guys. If you want to see more discussion videos like this, be sure to smash that like button, ring the bell notifications. That way, that way you will be notified if I upload a video and when I upload a video. Comment down below if you guys want to see more and have any ideas you want to pitch me. I'd be happy to take all of them into account on my next projects, or it could be different stuff. And also, please let me know your thoughts on the Dragon Ball Z movies, on the final seats for the pre-order, and what your thoughts are on which one it will be until we get the
by the way,
big reveal on Comic-Con. Join me on Street Fighter?
I get drunk and I play Street Fighter.
To be honest with you, everybody gets drunk when they're fighting, kind of do that game, it's not rocket science, guys. Come on. It's been like a year, guys. Come on. We all know about that. You know that about me. I'm not fresh eating daisies and roses. I'm rosy. Last thing I need is someone putting perfume on my ass and smell like daisies and roses.
Oh my god. Last time I took recollection of that, shit is not supposed to smell like roses.
Oh god. Okay, guys, I think that's enough. Before I can't even see where the fuck I'm going. Laughing so hard.
I don't even see your face and I'm still laughing.
Literally, my eyes are freaking watering out of my ass. Like,
wait, why are your eyes inside of your asshole?
It's a figure of speech. Guys, let this be lessons. Boys and girls, don't.
Yeah, never talk to me unless you want your eyes inside of your asshole.
There's your moral, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm kind of beat, so be sure to check out my next top 10. I'm trying to get this done, and I haven't had a chance to because a lot of things have been popping up that I had to take care of, personal stuff that I needed to figure out, and on all the things I have to get done. I have to get done a lot of anime reviews. I have to get done a lot of movie reviews. I have to.
Yeah, I still need to get drunk.
Yeah. Getting drunk afterwards doesn't sound so bad.
I get drunk all day, every day.
Well, it still would be bad. Not a care in the world. Just grab your balls and go. Yeah.
I grab all of my Dragon Balls and go.
Oh yeah, for sure. I am ShadowGamer93. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys again.
Thank you for joining us both.
Yeah, thank you for joining our Dragon Balls.
Thank you for dragging our balls.
I hope to see you guys next time on our next stream. Our next discussion will be probably even better than the last one, guys. As always, for Eric, always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
And for myself, thanking you guys so much for watching the video. And if you guys want to see more of this video, please click right in the description box or subscribe box and get amazed by our Dragon Balls. Right down here. Right here, buddy.
Help us dragging our balls.
It's like, I can make a freaking slang like that, bro. You know it. It's a slang.